This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Foundation announced the 6th Arab Strategy Forum under the title of Social Networks and Knowledge Society today in Festival City. His Excellency Sultan Luta, the CEO of the foundation, announced that the 6th cycle of the forum will be held on the 26th to the 27th of March, which will focus on social networks and how they play an effective role in developing knowledge-based societies, as well as providing tools and solutions to countries, societies and decision-makers. He added that the title comes off the back of the fact that the percentage of youth will reach 60% by 2015, out of the total population of the Arab world. The event is in partnership with Etisalat and the Watani programme. Counterfeit goods continue to proliferate across the globe. In the UAE, the public and private sectors are teaming up in an effort to combat its growth and the threats they pose to businesses as well as consumers. While the authorities across the UAE have become increasingly efficient in foiling attempts of smuggling fake goods into the country, experts say these products making their way to the UAE are on the rise, particularly auto spare parts and printer ink cartridges. The legal group Advocates and Legal Consultants IP Department, along with the Sharjah and Ajman authorities, are engaging in a 3-day intellectual property enforcement training programme. Officials and inspectors from Sharjah Customs, the Economic Development Department, the police and the municipality were in attendance today. They say these programmes are critical to their operations and ensure that inspectors and officers are kept up to date.
Our government of Sharjah, really, regarding the spare parts, car spare parts especially, they are very strict about it. Once we find any spare part, not original spare parts in the market here, we eliminate them. All right, there are very strict orders in this matter, and you can see it in the news recently. We have destroyed around, I don't know, millions.
In the last 14 years, we are noticing that the size of the counterfeit in reality is not decreasing. However, the traders became more aware and clever about the methods which the authorities and the companies are taking to fight them in the field of the counterfeit. First. Second, regarding the training for the authorities, as we are representing the clients and as the clients are active in many countries, we are trying from time to time to meet with them, to talk with the authorities, to exchange ideas, to exchange what we are aware about the method which the counterfeiters, are doing in order to avoid being caught by the government. Added to that, we need to keep encouraging and pushing with the authorities to make them proactive in identifying the counterfeiters instead of every time waiting the brand owner to come with a complaint regarding a target they have identified.
Experts added that many of these items are not meant for distribution into the local market, but are meant for re-export. Japanese car manufacturer Nissan says they know the damage that fake products cause and have seen it repeatedly cost consumers more. From brake pads to oil filters, among many others, saving 20 to 30 dirhams with a duplicate isn't worth the 20,000 dirham expense to replace a damaged car engine. Meanwhile, NGK, one of the leading global manufacturers of spark plugs from Japan, says the UAE, Middle East and Africa are among the top destinations for imitations, coming largely in from China. They highlighted some of the signs to look out for when distinguishing the original item from the imitation.
For example, like some countries, NGK is very famous, so they want to buy our product. But they just afraid because there is a possibility for imitation. So that is the reason they shift to other brand. That is not fair. So that is the reason we want to stop the imitation and to do the right business.
72 abandoned buildings were demolished by the municipality last year. That's according to engineer Yusuf Abdullah Malzuki, the acting director of the building department at Dubai Municipality. Mazruki stated that the demolitions came as a part of the crackdown on abandoned homes, as buildings that are left unoccupied leave high risk for misuse through illegal inhabitants, illegal trade and rodents that threatens public safety. He added that by the end of 2013, Dubai municipality will clear off 100% of the remaining buildings of this kind and are now under procedure. The $4 million Zayed Future Energy Prize is now open for submissions for the 2014 awards. The award for innovation in renewable energy and sustainability boasts prizes for large corporations, small and medium-sized enterprises, non-governmental organisations, the Individual Lifetime Achievement Award, as well as global high schools. All categories can be submitted or nominated for the prize on the website. And the closing date for the submissions is August the 5th. Officials revealed that previous winners have collectively reduced the plight of 140,000 displaced people, provided hundreds of thousands of jobs, and provided clean water and electricity to over 8 million people in villages and rural parts of Africa and Asia. And finally, looking to other news, the area behind the Cultural and Scientific Association in Dubai is currently being used to stage the biggest collective sculpture workshop here in the UAE. 15 artists representing 13 Arabic countries are creating works of art for Sculpture Dubai 2013, having been given free rein to explore their creativity with marble, running until the 9th of March. Hosted by the Cultural and Scientific Association, the artists have taken different angles, from UAE self-taught painter, sculptor and photographer Matar bin Lahej, who embraced the concept of movement, to Libyan artist Mohammed Ben Al-Amin, who executed the idea of his relationships to start embracing the Arab future.
When I joined with the marble, always the life is different than any material. So the marble meanings there are a challenge to reach to the top of the art. This symposium is the first symposium in Dubai, and usually we between Art Dubai and Art Abu Dhabi there are a movement of artists jumping between here and there. So this is, I believe, Sculpture Dubai starting for something new in Dubai.
This event is important for us as Arabic sculptors to be here and to work together in this symposium. This is a great chance to learn more about sculpture education in Arabic countries. Especially this invitation is coming from Dubai. It's important for us to grow up the idea about the sculpture, to grow up the experience, more experience about sculpture. For me, it's important to present my country, Libya.